Tested.
Hey guys, Will from Tested.
I'm Norm from Tested.
What in the hell is this thing, Norman Chan?
It's a blimp.
I know that. I had one for a while.
Oh man, it's not a blimp, it's a Zeppelin.
Yes, we saw this at CES.
Yep, this is the second generation Bowers & Wilkins Zeppelin Air. It's a very, very high-end speaker system, 2.1 speaker system that pretty much is for like...
It's like an iPod dock.
It's an iPod
Plus.
dock plus for people with lots of money to spend.
Yeah.
So what do you get for like a $600 iPod dock?
I hope they kiss you.
Well, it
Have you licked this
massages my
yet?
temples. It's lots of oral pleasure.
Wow.
What's different?
Off
You
the
might have seen the
rails.
original Zeppelin. It was very famous.
It's the same
for
basic
being like,
design.
Well, it's same exterior
Yes.
basic design, but they have done a bunch of things on the inside to kind of change up. I'm going to run down the list. So inside right here, there are actually four speakers, four amps, and it's 25 watts for the previous Zeppelin actually only had 2 speakers.
Okay.
So, and those were 50 watts combined, 25 each. Here it's 4, 2 for the tweeters and 2 for the mids. They've added it. The drivers are actually 3.5 inches as opposed to 4 inches. They shrunk it down, but they kind of spread it further
And this
apart.
uses their Nautilus branding stuff.
Yeah, but it's their special proprietary drivers,
Okay.
which sound really good.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about this, the old one, because I tested the old one a long time ago, it could fill a huge room. Usually you take an iPod dock, you put it in like a little office, it sounds pretty good. You put it in a great big room, it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Tinny, like a set of headphones on your desk turned up really loud. This thing fills a room, I could use it outside.
In the backyard.
It's an incredible speaker.
Yeah, and the sub is 50 watts, so combined for 150 watts.
Okay, so the different thing about this is that they add AirTunes support, like the new Apple TV, right?
Yeah, AirTunes. So you might know what AirTunes is. It's a way so you don't even have to use a dock to get music onto the speaker. It connects via Wi-Fi to your home network to iTunes. So actually a couple different ways you can get music on here. First, a caveat.
Okay.
You have to set this up on your Wi-Fi network, which
Does it have like
requires...
an Ethernet port or USB
There
or something?
is an Ethernet
oh my
port.
Goodness, that's crazy.
What they do is they don't recommend that you just turn it on and plug your iPod in and play. That is not the way to do this.
That's not very fun.
Yeah, I know. It's not plug and play. Something strange for Apple fans. You have to turn it on, plug the Ethernet to your computer, find the IP address, log on, type in your SSID password, and then once it connects,
I'm done.
it's a purple light right here. Now it's on our Wi-Fi network. But once it's on our Wi-Fi network, you can do cool things. So for example, I have my phone right here, iPhone, and I too hopefully am on the Wi-Fi network.
Okay. Just try it, man. Go wild.
I'm on the Wi-Fi network, and I'm opening up iTunes. I want to play a song, and when I play the song, I actually don't have it here. I'm not on the Wi-Fi network. Why don't you?
Would you like me to play a song?
Yeah. So Will is on the Wi-Fi
Yeah.
network on his laptop. Opens up iTunes, click a few check boxes for AirPlay, and he could play a song. From
Basically,
there.
it's gonna start coming out of the speakers here in a
It
second.
does take a few seconds. It's not instant. And there it goes.
Basically, what it does is it streams a little bit of a buffer over,
Yep.
and then it starts playing as soon as it has enough that it feels like it can deal with some network dropping and stuff like that. If you have an Apple TV, the new one or the old one, or an Airport Express, it works basically the same as that, but without video.
I know this song.
Yes, it's a familiar song. And then, of course, you can use all the normal Apple ecosystem stuff applies. So you can use the remote app on your iPhone or iPad or whatever. I have the remote app on my iPad right here. Actually, that's the music player app, I think.
Yeah, so there are three different ways you can get music on here.
Okay.
You can use your laptop on iTunes, I guess 3 wireless ways.
Yes.
You can use iTunes, and iTunes plays to the speaker.
Okay.
Or you can use the music player, iTunes Player on the iPhone or iPad with 4.2 or above, and then you click this button here, and then you can find the Zeppelin. And if you have to actually stop it on, on here, and then
stopped.
It will play.
Oh, that's not so much.
I gotta actually find the Zeppelin.
There we go.
Here you guys, click the Zeppelin, and it'll buffer, and then this is now going directly from your iOS device onto the Zeppelin.
That's very loud.
That's really loud. I can't hear myself.
Copyright infringement.
Oh my god. Okay.
Video here.
And the third way is that you can actually use the remote app on your iPad or iPhone. Use a remote app, connect to your iTunes on your computer or your server.
Yes.
And then play it on the Zeppelin.
And then, of course, anything that works on the iPhone that works with AirTunes, like RDO or Last.fm or Pandora, any of that will stream to it.
It's not just anything, like any music app, everything. Once you're connected, like your web browsing, all the sounds and menu sounds, everything gets pushed. That's just the way AirPlay works. AirPlay isn't perfect, so it really depends on the strength of your Wi-Fi network. Like my phone, I can't really pick up the Wi-Fi right now, so it's, you might get an interruption.
But I mean, you can just put your iPhone or your iPod or whatever on the cradle.
You can put the iPod directly, or iPhone directly on the cradle.
Does it work with all iPods?
Here's the thing. This connector is actually new to the Zeppelin, and it won't work with the original iPod right before the iPod Classic. So the 80 gig
the
iPod.
4G?
Yeah, the one right after the video. Anything before the Classic will not plug in because it's a digital connection, not an analog connection.
So if you plug your iPod in your car and it says, hey, do you need to turn off the radio or it won't power it or something like that, it's not going to work with this.
Not going to work here. And also, we actually have a little problem plugging an iPhone 3G in here and playing music, even though technically the original iPhone and the iPhone 3G are supported.
So then there's also some other inputs on the back. There's an auxiliary input if you have
if you don't want to
line in or whatever.
You can plug in. There's actually a component input. They got rid of the S video. There is something cool.
Is there HDMI?
No HDMI.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer.
If you look at the back, this is made of it's PBS with fiberglass inside. New to this Zeppelin, you see these grooves here. They designed it to be kind of like a golf ball, so when air comes in for the sub, you don't get any of the weird air chafing on the side of the port.
I hate it when my air. I always feel like that speaker stuff. A lot of it seems like mumbo jumbo and marketing nonsense. But this sounds really good.
It sounds really good. I mean, they are $600 speakers from a professional speaker company. There's also a new DAC, digital audio converter, chip in here because it is digital. It upconverts music if it's 16-bit to 24-bit. There are rumors that Apple iTunes will in the future have 24-bit audio, and when 24-bit comes in here, it won't re-encode it or anything. It'll just come out.
You think that's smart to put your iPad on there like that?
It fits.
And it has a remote control.
There is a remote control right here.
Okay.
For volume. I kind of don't like this arm here because I see myself just having it connect to the Wi-Fi.
You think you're
That's
never
kind of
ever going to use the dock?
I'll never use the dock.
Yeah.
It does charge. There's no clock or anything on here, but you can remove the dock with a little bit of hacking. It won't break the device.
There's a screw or something?
You have to pull a ribbon cable, and then this whole thing.
Is that something they support or not?
No, they don't. They say you can do it, but they won't help you fix it. It's hard to re-put the dock back in.
Okay.
But if you really will never use a dock,
can we take this apart?
Maybe.
Okay, so you're going to be back with a full review early next week. It's not
even out yet. This comes out March 1st, next Tuesday.
Okay.
And I'll actually have a review by then. I'll be listening to a lot of music this weekend, indoors and outdoors.
Just like normal. For Tested, I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
See you guys next time.